I said yes to everyone for years. I dropped everything to help. I rearranged my life to be available. I canceled my own plans to solve other people's problems. I told myself it made me a good person. But one night, something small happened, and it shattered the story I'd been telling myself. Someone asked me for a favor. I didn't want to do it. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the energy. And I heard myself say, "Yeah, no problem." The words came out automatically, and immediately my body reacted. My jaw clenched, my chest tightened. This quiet resentment rushed in before I could stop it. That was the moment I realized something I couldn't unsee. I wasn't being kind. I was being dishonest. I wasn't saying yes out of love. I was saying yes because I was afraid of what would happen if I didn't. Afraid they'd be disappointed. Afraid they'd pull away. Afraid they'd stop seeing me as good. That's when it hit. People pleasing isn't kindness. It's self-abandonment disguised as love. I thought self-sacrificing made me good, but it was just fear wearing a halo. When I finally started saying no, the guilt was so intense, I almost went back to betraying myself just to make it stop. I learned this pattern early. My parents were immigrants, and if you know, you know. There's an invisible debt, not money, identity. Don't waste what we sacrifice for you. So prioritizing myself felt disrespectful, like my needs were a betrayal of their suffering. Love felt conditional. Approval felt earned. Good grades meant safety. Good behavior meant belonging. Self-sacrifice meant I was worthy. I didn't learn how to ask for what I needed. I learned how to make myself small. Somewhere along the way, a rule got burned into me. If I'm agreeable, they won't leave. By the time I was older, the pattern was locked in. I became the reliable one, the helpful one, the one people always counted on. And part of me loved it, because when you don't have internal validation, external validation feels like oxygen. Being needed felt like proof I mattered, that I belonged, that I was doing life the right way. I believed good people don't disappoint others. Good people sacrifice. Good people say yes. And I wanted to be good. Here's the part I didn't want to admit. I judged people who chose themselves. When someone said I can't, I need to protect my time, I called it selfish. Not out loud, internally, because I had built my identity around being the selfless one, the reliable one, the good one. My sacrifice felt virtuous. And if I stopped sacrificing, who would I be? That's the lie people pleasing runs on. Not that others are asking too much, but if you stop giving, you'll stop being lovable. People pleasing is rooted in the fear of rejection. At some point, your nervous system learned a rule. If I say yes, I'm safe. If I say no, I'm at risk. So you say yes when you mean no. And every time you do that, you lie to yourself. That lie doesn't disappear. It turns into resentment. Resentment towards them for asking, resentment towards yourself for agreeing. And the resentment compounds. The first time you say no, it doesn't feel empowering. It feels like betrayal. Your heart races, your stomach drops, your mind panics. The discomfort of saying no is a detox from a lifetime of self-betrayal. That guilt you feel, it's not proof you're doing something wrong. It's proof you're doing something different. An old identity is dying, and the death is loud. Then something else happens. People start revealing who they really are. Some respect your no immediately. Those are your people. Others don't. They pull back. They stop inviting you. Conversations go quiet. You hear about plans after they happen. You feel it, being iced out. That's the tribal punishment for stepping out of your assigned role. And it hurts. But here's the truth. You're not selfish for putting yourself first. You're self-honoring. You're teaching others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And love isn't real unless it includes the word no. As I held my boundaries, some relationships disappeared. Not dramatically, just quietly. And I had to face a hard truth. Not everyone will like the version of you that loves yourself. And that's okay, because the need to be liked is the death of authenticity. If being accepted requires you to disappear, that acceptance was never real. Here's how I live now. I still care. I still help. I still show up. But I don't abandon myself to be chosen. If I don't have the capacity, I say no. No over-explaining. No apologizing for existing. And the world keeps turning. The guilt fades faster. The resentment stops building. And the relationships that remain are real. Because boundaries don't destroy connection. They reveal which connections were built on performance instead of love. If your no makes someone disappear, let them. You weren't loved. You were useful. And the people who are meant for you won't need you to be less in order to stay. People pleasing isn't who you are. It's a strategy you learned. You learned to earn love by making yourself small, but you don't have to live that way anymore. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you honest. And honesty is where real love begins. This work isn't one conversation. It's a process. And if you're here, you're already in it. Next week, we're going deeper. We're talking about the guilt that shows up after you set your first boundary. Because saying no is just the beginning. The real work is learning how to sit with the discomfort without running back to people pleasing just to feel safe again. If you ever set a boundary and then immediately want to take it back, that video is for you. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.